Thought we'd talk about one of my antiques. This is a bicycle that I've had since 1983. We lived over on Larrymore Drive, and you remember I had a bicycle. I think you either got it from Otasco or the other parts of Western Auto uptown, and y'all had it redone for me on my birthday one year, and it got stolen out front.
We redone it too good, didn't we?
I guess so. Somebody liked it better than we did. They stole it from us, and Mom and Dad went in 1983 and they bought me this bicycle from Mr. Roper's in Tullahoma. And I've had it ever since then. It was my everyday riding bike. Long about the time I was in college, I used to keep it here at Mom and Dad's house in a building. And I'd come home for the weekend and little cousins would be riding it around and throwing it in the yard. And at one point Dad had duct taped my grips onto it.
Yeah, I know it, and I should have done that. I should have put Gorilla Tape because it would have matched his black handlebar grips.
It would have matched it. So one of my good friends, Matt Reel, he's one of my best friends in the world. He messes with bicycles a lot, and he restores them and puts them in bike shows. He took it for me actually last April, a year ago April, and took it to his house and he restored it, put it all back to the original specs. My good brother-in-law Scott threw away some of my original things like my pads that were at his house, and they're hard to find. But we do have most everything on this bike is about 99% original. We had to replace a few things that had got lost over the years, but Matt did an excellent job on it, and old bicycles can bring a lot of money.
Now, like this bike here, Brian, it cost, when we got it for you, it was like $350.
Yeah, it's a European bike. Raleigh's made in England, and so finding some of these parts today here, they're a little bit difficult.
Well, you can find them on eBay, though, can't you?
You can find some on eBay. We didn't have to, but Matt was showing me an example one day that just a pair of front forks on eBay, it had about 31 bids on it, and just those front forks were about $495 or something like that. So it gives you an idea of the value. Sometimes you can take one of these bikes that are in bad condition, and they may be worth more for the part value than they are for the actual bike value.
So what is this bike worth now like it is?
You know, I asked Matt that question. I said, would it be a $1,500 bike? And he said, well, I wouldn't even look at somebody for $1,500. He said maybe even upwards to $2,500. But you can see the condition that it's in.
So I don't guess you're going to let your little cousins ride it anymore?
They can't ride it anymore. Matter of fact, I don't even roll it around. I pick it up and carry it. As funny as that. I have rode this bike so many miles through Manchester. I have sat on this seat and so many hours at a time I couldn't imagine riding it again now. Although I kind of want to a little, but I'm not going to. It's just such a good shape. Matt did such a good job on it, and you can look Matt up on Facebook under Matt Reel, and you can maybe contact him if you ever have one that you want to get restored. He can talk to you about it and tell you what it feels.
But it takes time.
It does take time. I mean, if you want something to this quality, this is back 100% original quality. It's expensive, and
takes time.
But it's well worth it. You know, to me, the value wasn't in what is the bike worth. This was my bike. This was my first form of freedom, as is for most kids.
Yeah.
You know, this was my first. I'm getting away from the house, and nobody's going to be able to catch me ride around. How many times have I rode this bike to Jiffy Burger when he was working? Right. You know, and then I used to ride it back and forth to school. I always believed in taking care of my things, and that's one of the reasons that the condition that it's in. I don't ever really recall leaving it outside.
No, I asked you that question earlier.
Yeah, I used to keep it in the house, and after the one got stolen, I was just always so paranoid because I knew that if this bike got stolen, that there are chances that y'all would be able to pay for another bike that expensive. It wasn't there. I mean,
well, we could have, but more likely wouldn't.
Right, that was a lot of money. It was about $350, like you said, back in 1983.
That's a lot of money in 1983.
That'd probably be about $1,500 today. Yeah,
but you always have taken good care of everything you've had. I'm not surprised that this bicycle don't look like it does today.
And if it wasn't for that brother-in-law of mine, Scott St. John, I'd have the rest of the original parts for it.
Yeah, well, we don't even want to get started about the Star Wars.
Or the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. He threw away my $5,000 G.I. Joe aircraft carrier.
Yeah, okay, Brian.
Well, the next couple of weeks we're going to have some videos with more bikes, except for these are mopeds and mini bikes. And stay tuned, and we'll shoot those and put them right out there for you to see.